Hey, what's up? Back again.
That first bass note hit me in the chest, and I was just like, there's no way that's 2/8.
MB Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
Hey, got to make this video right here right quick. I wanted to talk about the differences between the 3 8s that kick off as far as the Q class model, the Solobaric, and the L7T. And to point out something that you could use when you talk about other subwoofers as well. As you go down in size, you're going to go down in power handling because the mass is going to go down. When the mass goes down, the arm mass power that they can handle is going to go down as well. And that's you can use these Kicker subs as a good illustration of that point. The Kicker Q class is 500 watts, conservative. The Solobaric is 450, and the L7T is 350. You notice all of them are square. But you can see the different sizes as you go down. And as you go down in performance, not performance level, because the reason why you're going down the performance level as far as output of the performance. The quality of the performance is still going to be there. This sub is going to sound similar to this one at 350 watts and maybe a little more. Maybe you can go to 400, possibly 5, but at that point, you're going to have to back off with the L7T because it no longer has the mass to dissipate the heat. The advantage is that it has a shallower mounting depth to fit in a tighter space that possibly the Solobaric can't fit in. These two have similar sound. It's just this one cannot handle the same amount of power that the Solobaric can handle. The Solobaric rated is 450. I think about 600 watts. After that, it doesn't have enough mass to dissipate that heat. Okay, now look at the Q class. The Q class is rated 500. Very conservative. It can take about 750. The performance level, at which point you need to back down, let the voice cool off. They all have similar features, but the quality of the sound increases and the ability to handle more power increases as you go up in size. You can see there's a difference between the surround between the L7T and the Solobaric and the Q class. Look at the height of the surround. So you're going to have deeper, more impactful lows here. Well, what's the Solobarics for? The Solobaric they all sound good. The Q class is quality. It's more of a SQ. It's the total summation of SQL, sound quality, and SPL. The Solobaric is more about SPL, just giving you that pressure. The L7T is going to give you similar to the Solobaric, but with a shallow mounting depth. You're not going to play as loud as the Solobaric. You're definitely not going to play as loud as the Q class because of the power handle. It only handles so much power. It can only dissipate so much heat. But sometimes you can't feel a Solobaric, so you need an LT. Sometimes if you can feel a Solo, you can feel the Q class, but your money might not be where Q class is at, so you have to stay here. Know the differences. There's a lot of differences in the surround between the surround of the L7T and the surround of the Solobaric, and then the spider. There's a difference between the spider of the L7T, the spider of the Solobaric, which you can see in here, and the spider of the Q class, which is blue with the lace on it. More tight control response. All out power. Let me give you this power as I can up to 350 watts. With that being said, don't sleep on the L7T if you are space constrained. Possibly here in the near future, I have a video up when I show you the performance of the L7T that may possibly astound you in its performance, particularly at 350 watts in such a shallow mountain depth, because it still has an advantage over a round sub. It has more cone area. And I'm going to tell you this, the cutout on the L7T is slightly bigger, 1/8 of an inch bigger than the cutout on the Solobaric and the Q class. They have the same cutout, 7 1/4, 7 3/8. So you see how Kicker is able to use different things to get a desired result. No, we don't have the same amount of power handling, but let me give you a slightly bigger cone. slightly bigger. So you move a little bit more air to make up that difference. You're still not gonna have the same output that you would have with the Solobaric. Now, that's just my quick summation of the three. And you can use this same analogy or same illustration when you look at any subwoofer that has a shallow. Whenever they have a shallow subwoofer, they're trying to emulate the performance of a larger driver in a shallow mountain depth. Your power handling gonna go down. Your performance level is gonna be up there to its rated power. At that point, you can't go no further. There's no sense in trying to make it emulate the performance and output of a larger driver and then smaller. And that can happen with any. We're using Sundown, Scar, Falls Gate. Whenever someone makes you a shallow subwoofer, they're trying to emulate the performance of a full-size driver up to its wattage, its RMS rating. At that point, you need to stop and realize, hey, this is all I can get in this vehicle. All right? Peace, NBE, man.